We are glad to welcome you to our channel. Kindly subscribe to our channel and share our videos with your friends and relations. And click on the bell icon for instant notification whenever new videos are uploaded on this channel. Rest assured that we are going to have a very exciting and inspiring discussion. Let's dive into the lesson right away. Hello and welcome to our lesson on vowel letters and the sounds they represent. Understanding vowel sounds is essential for mastering pronunciation in the English language. I am Benjamin, and today we will explore the vowel letters and their corresponding sounds. Let's dive right in. We want to begin with vowel letters at a glance. You need to understand that vowels are crucial building blocks of words, and each vowel letter carries its own unique sound or sounds. Let's discover the vowel letters and the sounds they represent to enhance our pronunciation skills. Now, these are the vowel letters at a glance. We have A, E, I, O, U, and in some cases, Y is added, but in today's lesson, our focus will be on the main vowel letters, which are 5 in number: A, E, I, O, and U. Let's begin by first learning how to identify vowel sounds. To identify the sounds represented by each vowel letter, you need to know a few phonetic rules. For example, when a single vowel comes between two consonants, the vowel is short, as you have in sit. Other examples are set, met, reach, sat, pat, man, pat, rat, cat, pin, pot, hot, etc. Another rule: when a single vowel comes between two consonants, the vowel is usually short, as you have in limp. You have E, the I, which of course is shortened because of the two consonants that come after the sound, MP. So you have limp. Other examples are jump, but, glimpse, letter, better, potter, tapping, etc. Another rule: when two vowel letters are adjacent, the second vowel is silent and the first vowel is long. This is what you have in sit. Because you have two vowels, E and A, the E that comes first prevails as the sound. So we have seat. Other examples are boat, where you have B-O-A-T, O and A, but O comes first, so the sound of O prevails. Boat, moon, goat, meat, etc. Another rule: when a word ends in a silent E, the vowel is long. That's what you have in bite. You have B-I-T-E. The E after T is silent. It's not pronounced. And because of that, the vowel that actually comes before it is long. That's why we have bite. Other examples are might, smile, move, plain, joke, spoke, June, pine, etc. Now, the last rule here is when a vowel stands alone, it is long, and that's what you have in B. After B, E stands alone, and so it's a long E. Other examples are me, far, for, see, and see. It's now time to begin to unveil the vowel letters and look at their sounds. So let's take a comprehensive look. Present. We are going to begin with the letter A. The letter A contains various vowel sounds. Let's begin with the first one, and that is A, as you have in cat, apple, rat, ran. Now let's have a practice sentence. The cat ran after the rat. Cat ran after rat. Now, make sure you listen, watch, and practice until you familiarize yourself with the sound of R. The next one is R, which is the longer version of the short R. Here we have R, as you have in park, far, car, and farm. Let's take the practice sentence. He parks his car at the park that's not far from his farm. Parks, car, park, far, farm. So practice and become perfect in the use of R. The next one is as you have in any, many, and said. Practice sentence. He said that many aren't doing anything worthwhile. Said, many, anything. Said, many, anything. So rehearse this sentence to familiarize yourself with the sound. Next, we have O, the short O sound. O, as you have in was, watch, and wash. Let's take a practice sentence. He was watching the news and washing the clothes. He was watching the news and washing the clothes. Was, watching, washing. Was, watching, washing. All right? Next, we have O, the longer version of the short O. Here you have O as you have in also, law, war. Let's take a practice sentence. Lack of law and order also leads to war. Lack of law and order also leads to war. Here you have law, also, war, law, also, war. Repeat until you master the pronunciation of the sound O. O. The next one is a schwa. It's called the schwa sound. It's the most frequently occurring unstressed vowel sound in the English language. And you articulate the sound from a resting position. It is unstressed. About, ago, alone. Let's take a practice sentence. Take note, about, ago, alone. Practice sentence. She was alone about a year ago. She was alone about a year ago. Now, alone, about, ago. Alone, about, ago. Take note of the sound. The next sound represented by the vowel letter A is A. The long one, which of course is a diphthong, is a double sound. A, as you have in bake, day, made. Bake, day, made. Let's take a practice sentence. The maid bakes cakes every day. The maid bakes cakes every day. Maid bakes cakes day. Maid bakes cakes day. Practice until you are familiar with the sound. The next one is A. A. As you have in the A, we breathe. A, K, F, A, K, F. Let's take a practice sentence. Just come to the fair. I don't care whether you come by A. Just come to the fair. I don't care whether you come by A or by rail. So let's move on to the next vowel letter, and that is vowel letter E. Let's take a look at the vowel letter E and the primary sounds. Of course, it represents, because it actually represents quite a number of sounds. Let's begin with the first one, and that is E. The long E, which you have in the word feel, weak, eat, beans. Feel, weak, eat, beans. Let's take a practice sentence. I feel weak whenever I eat much beans. I feel weak whenever I eat much beans. Feel, weak, eat, beans. Take note of those sounds. Feel, weak, eat, beans. Feel, weak, eat, beans. Repeat until you familiarize yourself with the sound. The next one is the shorter version, and that is E. E, as you have in English, college, pretty, English, college, pretty. Let's take the next sound, which is air. The next sound is air, as you have in bed, wet, pet, bed, wet, pet. Well, let's take a practice sentence here. Remove the wet pet from my bed. Remove the wet pet from my bed. Wet, pet, bed, wet, pet, bed. The next sound is a schwa. Now, you can see that the schwa sound is represented by virtually all the vowel letters, okay? So the letter E represents the schwa sound, and the schwa sound is the unstressed vowel sound, the most frequently unstressed vowel sound in the English language. As I earlier mentioned, the sound is produced from a resting position, is unstressed. And what you have is as you have in happen, happen, moment, 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 parent, parent, okay? Let's take a practice sentence. It happened the moment parents arrived. It happened the moment parents arrived. Happened, moment, parents. Happened, moment, parents. Practice to familiarize yourself with the sound. The next one is ear. Ear. This is a diphthong sound, ear, as you have in the word beer, beer, fear, fear, here, here. Let's take a practice sentence. He drinks beer here without fear. He drinks beer here without fear. Beer, here, fear. Beer, here, fear. All right? The next one is ooh. Ooh. As you have in brew, brew, crew, crew, new, new. Listen to the practice sentence, watch, and repeat after me. The new crew members knew nothing about the brew. The new crew members knew nothing about the brew. New, crew, new, brew. New, crew, new, brew. Practice to familiarize yourself with the sound. The next sound is A, represented also by the vowel letter E. We have the sound A, as in eight, great, and gray. Eight, great, gray. Let's take a practice sentence. Listen, watch, and repeat after me. The 80-year gray-headed man looked great. The 80-year gray-headed man looked great. 80, gray-headed, great. 80, gray-headed, great. Then we have A. As you have in the word bear, bear, pear, pear, where. See, most of these words are frequently mispronounced. For instance, the word bear, a lot of people mispronounce it as beer, while pear is mispronounced as pear. And wear, to wear a dress, many people mispronounce it as wear, all right? So take the correct one, bear, pay, wear. Let's take a practice sentence. If you eat my pear, it would bear if I wear your dress. Well, let's actually draw attention to this because it's really not marked here. Okay. So you have pear, you have bear, and you have wear. Okay. So if you eat my pear, you will bear it if I wear your dress. Pear, bear, wear. Pear, bear, wear. So take note of that and familiarize yourself with the sound. Moving on, we are going to look at the vowel letter I. We are going to take a comprehensive look at the vowel letter I and the sounds it represents. Like other vowel letters, it represents a number of sounds. Let's start with the first letter I. I, as you have in eyes, high, like, rise, eyes, high, like, rise. Let's take the practice sentence. I'd like rice and chicken, and I'd like ice in my juice. I'd like rice and chicken, and I'd like ice in my juice. Like, rice, like, ice, like, rice, like, ice. So repeat until you are familiar with the sound I. The next is I, I as in, pit, pick, pig, big, in, pit, pick, pig, big. Let's take a practice sentence. There's a big pig in the pit. There's a big pig in the pit. Pig, pig, in, pit. Big, pig, in, pit. All right? The next sound is as you have in bird, the one that flies. Bird, girl, dirty, dirty. Bird, girl, dirty. Let's take the practice sentence. The dirty girl caught the bird. The dirty girl caught the bird. Dirty girl, bird. Dirty girl, bird. The next sound is the sure sound, which is terrible, terrible, possible, possible, pencil, pencil. Well, let's take a practice sentence. It's possible to use a pencil, but it may be really terrible. It's possible to use a pencil, but it may be really terrible. Possible, pencil, terrible. Possible, pencil, terrible. So in each case, you find that the letter I represents the sure sound. Let's move on to the next sound, which is a triphthong. It is I. As you have in fire, fire, high, high, and tired, tired. Let's take a practice sentence. He could hire and fire, but now he has retired. He could hire and fire, but now he has retired. So please take note. Let me just indicate hire, fire, retired. So take note of this. Hire, fire, retired. Fire, hire, fire, retired. So make sure you practice until you familiarize yourself with the sound of this diphthong, this triphthong, I, okay? Now let's move on to the next one, and that is the sound E. The sound E, as you have in elite, marine, and police, elite, marine, police. Let's have a practice sentence. The elite police squad arrested a marine officer. The elite police squad arrested a marine officer. So you have elite, police, and marine. Elite, police, marine. Okay. The next one is your, represented also by the vowel letter I, as you have in the word junior, savior, and senior. Let's take a practice sentence. The senior prefect was the savior of the junior students. Let's draw attention to this one. So we have senior. The senior prefect was the savior of the junior students. You have savior, you have senior, savior, junior, senior, savior, junior. Okay. Moving on, let's look at the letter O, and let's look at the sounds it represents. And we want to begin with the sound O, which is the short sound O, as you have in cup, mob, stop, dog, cup, mob, stop, dog. Let's take a practice sentence. The cop stopped the mob and saved Tom. The cop stopped the mob and saved Tom. Cop stopped mob, Tom. Cop stopped mob, Tom. So you can pause the video at any point you would like, and then listen, watch, and repeat after me. And do this to familiarize yourself with each sound. Let's take the next one, O. O. This is a long vowel sound, O, as you have in born, Lord, report, born, Lord, report. Let's take a practice sentence. Anyone who is born again is born of the Lord. Anyone who is born again is born of the Lord. Born, Lord. Born, Lord. Next, we have O. The sound O is also represented by the letter O. And we have this sound in the following words: bone, home, most, bone, home, most. Let's take a practice sentence. His home is the hope of most bone patients. His home is the hope of most bone patients. Home, hope, most, bone, home, hope, most, bone. Next, we have the central vowel sound, as you have in calm, love, son, mother, come, love, son, mother. Let's take a practice sentence. This mother loves her son. She always gives him some money. This mother loves her son. She always gives him some money. Mother loves son, some money. Mother loves son, some money. Next, we have the sound represented by the letter O in words like word, work, and world, word, work, world. Let's take a practice sentence. Words can be worse than worms or worth the whole world. Words can be worse than worms or worth the whole world. Words, worse, worms, worth, world. Words, worse, worms, worth, world. Keep practicing pronouncing these words in order to achieve proficiency and master the correct pronunciation of this sound. Moving forward, we have the sound of oo, the long oo sound, as you have in do, to, womb, and pool. Do, to, womb, pool. Practice sentences as follows. Who do you want to fool with pools? Who do you want to fool? Who do you want to fool with pools? Well, this M could be added here, whom, to make it of objective form. Whom do you want to fool with pools? Whom do you want to fool with pools? Whom, do, you, to, fool, pools. Whom, do, you, to, fool, pools. Practice until you are familiar with the sound. Next, we have the sound, the sure sound. As we have in official, official, station, station, doctor, doctor, actor, actor. Practice sentence. The doctor and the actor met with the official at the station. The doctor and the actor met the official at the station. Doctor, actor, official, station. Doctor, actor, official, station. Take note of the sound, and then we move finally to the vowel letter U. Let's take a comprehensive look at the vowel letter U and the primary sounds it represents. The first sound is the central vowel sound, A, as you have in bus, bat, fan, match, bus, bat, fan, match. Let's take a practice sentence. They went by bus, but had much fun. They went by bus, but had much fun. Bus, bat, match, fun, bus, bat, match, fun. The next sound is U, the short sound, the short vowel sound U, as you have in bull, bush, pull, push, bull, bush, pull, push. Let's take a practice sentence. He killed a bull in the bush, but couldn't pull or push it an inch. He killed a bull in the bush, but couldn't pull or push it an inch. Bull, bush, pull, push, bull, bush, pull, push. Next, we have U. The sound U, represented by the vowel letter U, this is exactly the sound that resembles the vowel letter itself, U. This is what you have in cube, huge, dispute, student, cube, huge, dispute, student. Let's take a practice sentence. Two huge students had a dispute over a cube of sugar. Two huge students had a dispute over a cube of sugar. Huge, students, dispute, cube, huge, students, dispute, cube. The next sound is oo. You know, it's slightly different from U. Here, the U sound is not there. Here, we simply have oo, oo, as in rude, dude, Jude, June, rude, dude, June, Jude, Jude, June. Okay, let's take a practice sentence. Jude was the rude dude we visited last June. Jude was the rude dude we visited last June. Jude, rude, dude, June, Jude, rude, dude, June. The next sound is the short E sound. E, as we have in busy, is represented by the U, the vowel letter U, in the word busy, and in the word minute, and in the word business. Business, busy, minute, business. Let's take a practice sentence. He was busy doing business and only had a few minutes rest. He was busy doing business and had only a few minutes rest. Busy, business, minutes. Busy, business, minutes. The next is your, as you have in cure, cure, pure, pure, sure, sure. Okay. Well, let's take a practice sentence. I am sure it's pure and is the cure to his illness. I am sure it's pure and is the cure to his illness. Sure, pure, cure, sure, pure, cure. So keep practicing until you are familiar with the sound. The next sound represented by the vowel letter U is the sure sound. As you have in creature, well, not creature, 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 figure, figure, nature, nature, and picture, picture. Let's take a practice sentence. I couldn't figure out the nature of the creature in the picture. I couldn't figure out the nature of the creature in the picture. Figure, nature, creature, picture. Figure, nature, creature, plus picture. All right? And this brings us to the end of today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed the class. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, kindly leave them in the comment section below. See you in the next class. Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we would gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. See you in the next video. I look forward to always seeing you in the new video.